Welcome to SharkFarmer TV. I'm your host, Rob Sharkey. And look, I'm planting corn. Planting golden harvest corn in my John Deere tractor. Currently, I'm planting 35,000 plants per acre. Acre is about the size of a football field. 99.6 of them are exactly 5.9 inches apart. I'm putting on 2.2 gallons of my liquid starter fertilizer. And the ground temperature is 51 degrees. That's a little on the cold side, but hey, is what it is. There's a lot of old wives' tales on when you should plant corn. Some people say don't plant it until the lilac trees are in full bloom. Don't plant it until the barn swallows come back. Don't plant it until the leaves on a hedge tree are the size of a squirrel's ear. Probably one of the more famous ones is if you want to know if the ground is warm enough, drop your britches and sit on the ground with your bare rear end. If it doesn't feel cold, then you're good to go. I don't know if that works. I would suggest if you do that, you might want to check to see if there's any old stalks around. That could be bad. It may surprise a lot of farmers that people don't know how an auger works. I mean, think about it. If the average person sees a video of a combine unloading, they're all like, that's cool, but how's that pushed out? Is it by air, or has it got a conveyor belt? If you've never worked around a grain auger, you probably don't know. Basically, there's a corkscrew inside and a tube, and it pushes the grain out. Think of one of those things that they use to dig the holes in the ice to go fishing, which, all right, shocker, they don't actually fish. You dig the hole in the ice, and then you sit in there and you drink all day. But you want to call it ice fishing? Hey, more power to you. Augers are very dangerous, and they are unforgiving. They're not supposed to look like this. I don't know what happened here. And I'm not going to make the stereotypical joke about a Gleaner combine. And honestly, the joke kind of makes itself, right? This guy obviously does not want his picture taken. Like, put away the camera, son. I don't want to see people looking at me on your snapper chatter thing. Don't you dare put it up there. Don't worry, he didn't put it up there. He sent it into me. And now it's on a national television show. It looks like maybe they cut the auger off where it was bent, right? And that makes sense. What they're doing is trying to get the thing unloaded, the tank unloaded behind it. Now it just looks like the combine's out in the cold. Or maybe it's been swimming. Can you imagine how close they had to get to unload this wagon with this little stub shaft? I mean, that's just sad. Well, little fella. I literally had like 20 jokes about this picture, and Emily wouldn't let me use any of them. I mean, I wanted to say something like, oh, that combine probably has to get up 3 times during the night. Or it should drink cranberry juice for better flow. Or maybe if they put a blue pill in the gas tank, it would fix all that stuff. It was really funny. None of them. She wouldn't let me use any of them. So here we are.
This week's Machinery Clip of the Week is presented by John Deere.
That's definitely not a Chicago Bear, or he would have fumbled twice by now. It's tough being a Bears fan. Our only saving grace is that the Packers didn't win the Super Bowl this year. So when you're picking a field, there's going to be wildlife in it. And they will try to stay in that field as long as possible, especially in corn, right? Because corn is tall and they feel like they're hiding in it. But as the field gets smaller and smaller, they're going to eventually make a run for it. It's kind of like this bear. Now, he's been living off this farmer's field just eating his crop away. Now, where I'm from in Illinois, we don't have bears, but we do have raccoons. And those stupid trash pandas, they'll eat a circle in a field like as big as this room. Poof, gone. And that's a raccoon. Look at the size of this bear. So don't be like, oh, the poor bear, he's losing his home. Listen, Yogi has been freeloading all year. He took more than his bare necessities. Bare necessities. I was always rooting for the tiger in that movie, by the way. I don't know, was it Shaka Khan or Shakira or Sheba or Tony? They're great. He's looking for the bare necessities. The simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities. Old Mother Nature's recipes that bring about the bare necessities of life. This field is like the Second Amendment. You get bare arms, bare arms. I know. Dear RFD, remind SharkFarmer not to address politics in his show. I got you, brah. It's okay, brah. We're home. It's all good, brah. Maybe we should sneak in the back, brah, so nobody sees. So their skidster broke down. Well, luckily, the neighbor had another skidster and simply just picked it up and brought it home. It's kind of like they're married and he's carried it over the threshold. He must be into older models. He snagged himself a cougar. And now for a moment of, aww. I mean, look at how cute this is. I don't necessarily know when goats became cute. I mean, when I was growing up, they used to be known as kind of like devil spawns, but now everybody wants to do yoga with them. And I get it. It's the little girl that makes the picture cute in the moment of awe and everything. And the goats you can kind of take them or leave them. Now, this next video, this one's different. Yeah, that's a goat in a diaper. It's actually kind of a neat story. Goat was part of a quadruplets, right? So it was the runt, and they didn't know what to do with it, so they gave him to the neighbors, and now the neighbors let it in the house with a diaper. So, I mean, yes, it's a goat, but it's like the backstory is all like, aw. So there you go. You got doubled up on your awe and goats in a diaper. Apparently, this donkey's name is Tito, which is a vodka. This looks like it's Tito's and Red Bull. You know what he's thinking? Give me a treat. I know you have a treat. Give me a treat, woman. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Can you imagine what these horses are thinking? Like, seriously, what's wrong with the dog? He's got so much energy. I think this is the one that married the dragon in Shrek. Boy, this mask thing is getting out of hand. I mean, COVID's affecting everybody, but this is another level. Maybe this could be another label. Imagine being at a restaurant and someone was asking, was this cow raised with a mask? Because I only eat free-range masked beef. It's like so safer. It's like I could totally taste the difference. And you're laughing, but somewhere, somebody watching this, there's a rancher, and he just looked at his wife. He's like, maybe they're onto something. Masked beef. Coming to a grocery store near you. Thanks for spending some time with us here on SharkFarmer TV. For more stories about people in agriculture, catch my shows on Rural Radio Channel 147 Sirius XM. There's more in-depth discussions on my podcast, and of course, you can check out previous episodes of this show on my YouTube channel. Find out more at sharkfarmer.com.